I'd like to ask you one question regarding leadership. Out of all the leaders, the great leaders in this world, one of my most admiring one is Minister Mentor, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. And he, in many ways, he's very similar to our great leader in China, like Chairman Mao and Deng Xiaoping, the one you mentioned just now. These are the people who have enough audacity to break new rules, and also have the great vision to establish long-lasting rules. But then it comes the paradox of great leadership. The great leaders break the rules and establish new ones. And then they expect others to respect the rules. So, like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew once said, if there is anybody who dares to challenge what he has established for Singapore, he may come up from his grave and, halt these people. So I'd like to ask about your views on leadership. Is it true that leadership is a product of time? In Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's time, leadership requires his style. And then now Singapore is already very established, enjoy amazing level of success. Does that mean that Singapore's leaders now need to respect the rules instead of breaking the rules? Does that mean that leaders in Singapore now need to stay in the comfort zone and enjoy the success? Thank you.
The general question, yes, I believe leadership is contextual, and certain periods call for different kinds of leadership. And certain periods call for heroic leadership. You cannot exercise leadership if you want to remain in a comfort zone. Change is always difficult. And in life, you can't do anything worthwhile which is easy. Anything worthwhile is difficult. Because if it were easily done, it would have already been done. So those who are only interested to wallow in the comfort zone, they cannot lead. Because they are unable to face criticism or unpleasantness. Leadership means moving to new areas. It means causing discomfort to others and to yourself, and persuading them that it is all worthwhile. It's effort. It's not leisure.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Yeo. My name is Hilda. I actually graduated from SGI International IB last year. SGI International. Sorry, excuse me. And I wanted to say my respect for you has ballooned. Has ballooned.
Has ballooned?
Yeah, it's grown so much more. Simply because you shared with us how you're willing to listen to young people as well. And I was thinking about this awareness, right, about mutual respect with regards to leadership. And I find that, yes, it's increasing, but not fast enough. And there's this constant tension between the leaders and those being led, teachers and students, employers and employees. And as a young person who's traditionally viewed as being inferior, I would like to say perhaps we do realize and know that we are growing more in knowledge, and we do desire that mutual respect. So having experienced being in the position of a leader and also being led, I'm puzzled and sometimes frustrated as to how people sometimes ignore the upcoming transformation of leadership that we've talked about so far. So I was just wondering, I don't think it can be answered right now in this seminar, but is there any way we can increase this awareness in schools, this Darwinian process of changing leadership? In our society, perhaps talking about it on Block TV, in schools and organizations, isn't sharing and discussing this change in leadership in a matured way better than ignoring it sometimes, which sometimes happens in schools as far as students are concerned? Thank you.
We are quite conscious of this in Singapore. And there's almost a desire to help speed up this evolutionary process by exhortation, by structural reorganization, and by just facilitating the spread of the technology. So we've always pushed for connectivity, pushed for broadband, introduce them to schools, encourage students to go overseas, to link up, to try different things. All this is a result of conscious policy. It's partly economically driven, but partly is the recognition that the world is changing and that we've got to change ahead of others in order to secure our position. You may feel that we're not moving fast enough. There will always be some tension between generations. It is inevitable. But I would say on the whole, compared to other countries, we are more conscious of what's happening and pushing it in a deliberate way much more than others.